Your body is your body. You have to live with it every day. It doesn't matter how old you are, how young you are, you still have to live with it every day.
Any woman who's kind of skeptical about doing it, you know, Dr. Moody is the person.
I am ecstatic that I had my surgery. I feel like a different person.
She made me feel like she cared about me. Not just the surgery, she really cared about me and making sure I was taken care of.
When I was 16, I had a breast reduction. I was in the 11th grade and I was wanting to do cheerleading. And to try out for cheerleading, you have to run a mile. To run, I had to wear 2 sports bras, a regular bra, and a tank top. My mom worked for Dr. Moody, so I went to Dr. Moody and she counseled me. She tried to get it right before I went back to school because I actually made the cheerleading squad, so I wanted to be able to wear the uniform. So I went to try one of the uniforms on and they actually had to cut me out of it. It wouldn't come off. So about a few months after that, I actually had my breast reduction. I went home the same day. I was a little bit scared at the beginning, you know, the whole pre-op thing is very scary. But as soon as I got home, I laid down and went to sleep, and when I got up, I looked in the mirror and I cried because it didn't even look like me. It changed my whole body figure. I cried, my mama cried, we all cried. So a few months later, you know, you come in and you have your follow-up, and I was healing well, so I went from a triple D to a C. I would definitely tell people to come in and come to a consultation and see the videos and see the transportation, you know, the people that's actually had it done. I know I'm one of the first people when young people come in about surgeries, I'm the first people they talk to. I love to talk to them and get them hyped up about it.
I have been having trouble as far as back, neck pain, and shoulder, and I was kind of skeptical about having surgery. I mean, I've had surgeries in the past, but I was kind of skeptical about doing it. And then I was talking to some friends who had surgery with Dr. Moody before, and they told me they had a good experience. So I called, and even from the first phone call, you know, with Kathy or Jan on the phone, they explained everything as far as coming in for the consult. I really, you know, as far as the preparation goes, like I said, from beginning, you know, from the consultation to pre-op, you know, to the day of surgery, they prepared me 100%. From that point all the way back, they took me back to surgery, and even when I woke up, it was wonderful. I couldn't ask for a better surgeon. I mean, like I said in the past, I've had surgeries before, but this was the best experience because from beginning to end, everything was explained in detail. And now I feel so much better, you know, as far as pain-free, and I actually even lost weight. It gave me more confidence, and, you know, the clothes I wear now look so much better than before.
The whole story started when I was very young and began to develop at a very early age. My mother decided, thank goodness, to buy me a bra when I was probably no more than 10 or 11 years old because I was being teased, not only by my classmates, but my 2 older brothers. It has created problems in my back bothering me, in buying clothing. I was out of proportion. If the top fit, the bottom didn't, and vice versa. So I spent lots of hours in dressing rooms and went home very frustrated many times. So I came to Dr. Moody and we scheduled the surgery after her wonderful indoctrination program, which told me everything I wanted to know and then some. The slides are shown demonstrating what's going to be done. Then she gives a question and answer period afterwards, followed by a personal examination of each patient. So I was absolutely prepared. But it has been a totally pleasant experience. My self-esteem has gained tremendously. I can wear clothing again. I'm wearing clothing that I couldn't wear years ago that it was still in my closet. I went shopping in my own closet after the surgery. So it has been a totally satisfactory experience in every way that I can think of.
One day I was actually walking into Walmart, and a friend of mine stopped me. He said, "Why are you leaning when you walk?" And I was like, "Huh?" He was like, "Why are you leaning?" And that was one of the signs that I felt that I was too heavy, because I was leaning and slouching when I walked. And I was having shoulder pains. My right shoulder would hurt so bad. I had the indentions as well. I went to, I think it was March when I came, March 9th on my first consultation. And then they had me in there in May. As soon as I set up actually from the bed to get up to leave, I immediately felt light. It was like I was floating. I can't find words to express how excited, relieved, I just feel so good. My confidence is so much better now that I've had that surgery. I'm so happy. You'll feel younger because you'll feel a lot lighter. If you did have the surgery, trust me, you would feel a lot lighter. I do highly recommend Dr. Moody because she's board certified, and that's very important because I wanted to make sure that she was legit, in other words, and had her license and everything that she needed to work on me. You know, I didn't want to have somebody that wasn't board certified by the American Board of Plastic Surgery. Her staff is great. Dr. Moody, again, like I said, is very professional, but her staff balance her out. You know, they're very warm and bubbly and fun, and they just make you feel like your family.
I highly recommend Dr. Moody because I believe she is quite proficient and efficient, and she explains everything as she goes along. She's very gentle in dealing with the patient, and she's very caring.
I just enjoyed how she takes pride in her work. She takes pride in what she, does, and I like that. And she's not the type of physician who just comes in, looks at your chart, writes something in your chart, say a few words to you, and go out the door. I mean, she sits down and she explains, what the process is, during and then post-op, and what to expect. And I really appreciate her for that because a lot of physicians, they don't take their time with their patients like that. They just rush in and rush out.
I would definitely recommend her to anyone. I've actually recommended her to a few people. She's very precise on everything she does. She's very in order. She likes everything to be perfect. She's very OCD about everything. And that's what I like, because you don't want, your left boob to be up higher than your right boob. You want them to be even and correct and precise. And she's very precise in everything she does. So I would definitely recommend her to anyone that has this problem.